Emmerdale's Rishi Sharma could be in serious danger from his son, Jai Sharma, in upcoming scenes on the ITV soap, as it seems the ruthless businessman will resort to any lengths to ensure he gets what he wants. Rishi, played by Bhaskar Patel, has had a turbulent start to the year on Emmerdale, as was left heartbroken when he finally let his estranged wife, Manpreet Sharma, Rebecca Sarkar, begin a romance with Charles Anderson, Kevin Mathuran. The father of three has also been trying to keep a watchful eye on his daughter, Priya Sharma, Fiona Wade, after she relapsed into an eating disorder after being burnt in the Maze fire last year. However, as his son Jai, Chris Bisson, becomes the focal point of a new storyline on the ITV soap, the beloved villager will collapse and viewers will be fearful of whether he survives. Jai could be the person who makes sure he doesn't make it out of his ordeal alive. The drama kicks off in next week's episodes of the weeknight serial drama as Kim Tate, Claire King, tells Laurel Thomas, Charlotte Bellamy, and her partner Jai they must clear out of the home they rent of her. Scheming away, it seems Rishi's son is planning to get his family out of the mess as he tells his landlord to sell Brook Cottage instead. This is the home of Bernice Blackstock, Samantha Giles, and when Gabby Thomas, Rosie Bentham, realizes what is going to happen to her mother, she becomes extremely angry. Needing to ensure they keep their hands on Mulberry Cottage, Laurel and Jai decide they are going to try and buy it off her. Though to get the funds for this, as he is already strapped for cash, the businessman tells his father and sister they should sell their home so he can bank some of the money. Both Priya and Rishi are left confused and angry with Jai for what he is suggesting, and not before too long, Bernice joins in as she fumes at the businessman. With a lot of tension in the air and overwhelmed with the situation, Rishi ends up collapsing to the floor as his health takes a turn for the worse. As the father of three is rushed to the hospital, Laurel wants to know why the Sharma siblings were arguing in the first place. Priya explains Jai wants them to sell Holdgate, and trying to avoid the family turning on each other, Laurel looks into getting a mortgage. Though, her partner already knows she will not get one as he forged an application in her name for a loan to get himself out of a messy financial disaster. Laurel soon panics when she learns she has a low credit score because of a loan she took out recently, one she can't remember applying for. Jai manages to come up with a story to try and throw her off the scent, but when she contacts the police, he explains what really happened. Without thinking twice, Laurel knows their relationship is going to fall apart, and she is horrified by what her other half has done to her. Although she still loves him, she tells him he needs to fix his life and get his act together before she can even contemplate forgiving him. Rishi's son knows his life is starting to turn in on itself, and before long, he could be cooking up a plan to get Laurel back in his good books and pay back all the money he owes, but at a cost. With his father's health a concern, Jai could act on this and play it to his advantage so he comes out on top, despite a recent backlash. Needing money and knowing Rishi has some inheritance money put away for his three children, the businessman could come up with a way to get his hands on the cash. But this would involve ending the beloved villager's life, as he would need his father to be dead to get the payout. This would be a horrific turn of events, as Jai hasn't gone as far as to kill someone in the past, but he would be at the point of no return if he were to kill his father. After being a huge source of support and guidance to his son, will Rishi really make an exit at Jai's disposal? Speaking with Express.co.uk and other media, the actor who plays Jai, Chris, spoke about what Rishi's collapse means to his most recent storyline. The soap star explained, obviously, his dad's on the floor, having had a heart attack, and he is obviously devastated. Priya makes it clear to him this is probably a consequence of his actions, so he is absolutely guilt-ridden and mortified his actions have had such a real consequence. Because it's all been about money and business up to this point until someone's life is actually affected. It suddenly brings it all home to him, he continued, but is this enough to sway him from a murderous and dangerous plan to get money? Jai has already shown in the past he can be dangerous when he wants to be, especially when he kidnapped Charity Dingle, Emma Atkins, some years ago and locked her in a shipping container. He has also demonstrated a lot of anger and ruthlessness in the past, so it's not completely out of character to turn against someone. But to murder his own father could be a line he can't cross back over, and this would cause a lot of speculation in the village as to who could have done it. Some could suspect Jai because of his recent money troubles, but others could think it would have been the work of Meena Jutla, Paige Sandhu. Will Jai let Meena take the fall as he tries to protect his own skin?